So it's definitely been a while. I don't even really know what to say in this video. I just felt called to do it because if you have watched my other videos, I don't even know. I can't imagine this being your first video of me, but I'm not even gonna go there. Like, if you've watched my last videos, like, then you've probably wondered where I am. And so I felt called to make this video as an update and also like a let's chat, an open discussion board. I don't know. I'm just going to start at the beginning. This might be a long video. This might be a short video. I don't even know. I don't even know if I'm going to post it, but I'm just going to start in the beginning. So the last video I made, I believe it was 2024, probably August, September-ish of 2024. I had just moved into a new city. I believe I made like a 6-month goal video. I wanted to come back in the next 6 months to see how I've been with that goal. And then I made 2 other videos just not in reference to the goal video. In response to the goal video, I think I'm gonna make a separate response to the goal video because I haven't even watched that video since posting it. And if you have watched that before and maybe you were anticipating something, first off, I want to say sorry. I apologize about that. But the second thing I want to say is that I don't even know what I said my goals were. Well, I know I said something about school, and I am in school. I know I said something about weight loss. I have not lost weight. I think when I made that video, I might have been around 380. I'm 400 pounds now. We're going to talk about my weight, and we're going to talk about the nature of the channel soon. But I didn't lose any weight. If that was a goal on my 6-month plan, then I didn't do that. But I am in school, and I think I said something about finances, but I can't remember. Things have been a lot for me, probably since that video and even a little bit before. Things that I didn't want to put out on the camera for obvious reasons. I'm not too sure what else I said in that goal video, and all of what I said in that video probably will not be addressed here. So if anyone is interested in a follow-up to that, then I would totally do one. If not, that's totally fine too. So yeah, that probably was around September 2024. I was working a job then that was very mentally and physically draining for me. It was a call center job. If anyone knows anything about call center jobs, they know they're no joke. They know they mostly suck. For me, I was not adjusting because I was used to different kinds of jobs that allowed me more freedom, different jobs that trusted me and my work ethic more. If you know anything about call centers, you know that they're micromanagers, and how these places make a profit. It includes like high overturn. I saw the writing on the wall with me when they started writing me up. I knew that they were going to fire me at some point. So I looked into finding a new job, and I was able to find a new job that was, unfortunately, it was temporary, but I was able to find a new job. During my time at that place, I met some people that didn't really work out in the friendship department, which, oh well. My career, it was a learning experience, but I'd never want to do it again ever in life. And that's about it. So I did the other job. That didn't last long, and from there I've been unemployed ever since. So from April 2025 I have been unemployed. I don't really understand why I've been unemployed. I've looked for jobs ever since. It's mainly the reason why I want to go back to school, because I feel like the job experiences that I have are not enough to get me a job. They want to see some sort of higher education, so that's what I'm doing and hoping that will make a difference. I know in a lot of 2025 and a little bit of 2024, people were struggling for jobs, looking for jobs, keeping their job, getting interviews. So I know it's not just me, but it does just feel very foreign to me because I've always been someone who's able to get a job. It's weird. So that's mainly why I stopped making videos, because I was in a weird place. I was in survival mode. I didn't have time to really make videos if I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to pay for my rent. And that's really where I was. In the middle of that unemployment, I did find another temporary job. They said that they were going to hire me on. They did not, in fact, hire me on. They actually dropped me pretty suddenly. Like, I went to work on Monday, and before I left the house Tuesday morning, they called me and said, we're good. We don't need your services anymore. So that was a big hit to my self-esteem, but it did make me want to go back to school. So that's what I'm doing right now. In my personal life, and I don't want to talk about events, even though I just spent a whole time like, whoa, calm down. I don't want to talk about just events in my life. I want to talk about the emotions, like my mental health, not necessarily my mental health, but my feelings with that, and also give an explanation as to why I wasn't making videos. That was the reason why I wasn't making any videos. And you might be wondering, well, has anything changed from now till then? What is making you feel like doing a video now? Then I'll definitely get to that, because I am trying, basically, this whole 2025, I have had a shit attitude, a shit mood, a shit demeanor, feeling bad, feeling down, feeling depressed. It's not like nothing good ever happened in 2025 for me. I met my partner in 2025. You know, I did make other friendships. I did do a lot of things. I traveled in 2025. Not like, I wouldn't say travel, but I experienced things I hadn't experienced before. New things, new situations, new relationships, because this is technically my first boyfriend. We don't talk about the other ones, so, but this is like my actual first boyfriend. So I won't say 2025 was a complete bust, but I wasn't I wasn't happy, and some may argue that I'm still not happy. No, it's okay. It's fine. It really is just a job thing, because when you're someone, I'm a Virgo, so I tie my worth to my actions and my work ethic, and my helpfulness, what I can do for others. And when you don't do that for a year, it can make you feel like, what is my purpose? And I realized just recently that I'm never going to feel good about myself, good about my life, until I find the purpose to live it. If I don't, then I'm just a walking shell of a human being, just letting life come at me instead of making something for myself, because I don't feel like I have a purpose. I need to find that. I need a reason for living, or why even, you know what I mean? So that is where I've been at for probably the last few months, trying to find a purpose in my life. I've been thinking a lot about spirituality, religion. Do I need to figure out a specific religion? Is religion even a real thing? And I don't have the answer to that. I hope no one ever comes to my videos or channel thinking I have the answer to that. I don't. I'm still trying to find that out for myself. But in researching, doing a lot of meditation, a prayer, and trying to find my center, exploring the inner workings of my mind, shadow work, manifestation, just journaling in general, I have realized that my purpose, I feel, is to help, to heal, and to spread love the best way I can. A lot of things people say about me is that I'm a good listener. I have a lot of good advice. I'm articulate. Articulate I always go back to, because I remember my 8th grade teacher told me that, and I thought, what is articulate? And she explained it to me. She was like, you speak well, you're really good with your words, you know. And I always took that to heart. And so those are things that have been said about me. I think that you need those things when you're trying to spread love, healing, acceptance among people. I do feel like that's my purpose. I'm very extroverted. I love going out, being with people, talking to people, speaking life upon them, and it is when I'm at my most happiest. Before realizing that, I thought a purpose meant you need to find a career that you enjoy, you need to find someone that you love, maybe you need to do something instead of just being something. And that's what I'm trying to break down. I don't want my life to be dictated by what I'm doing, like in the physical realm. I want it to be dictated by my heart, my intentions, the love that I give to people, the love that they show me back. I'm trying to break down that energy that I've always had, because I've always lived like that. Even when I was like middle school, high school, elementary school, I always felt like I had to do something. I had to prove myself, and I had to prove my worth based on accolades and achievements, and that's not the case. And 2025 has shown me that, because it has been the most worthless I've ever felt by not having a job, not making any income, having to ask for help by people repeatedly. I'm not someone that likes to ask for help. I'm having to be vulnerable with people. I have not felt like I have been worth anything. But if I take my worth out of things and put it in, well, how did I make these people feel when I walk in a room? How good of a friend am I to others? How good of a partner am I to others? How good of a family member? I'm not a mother. That's what I'm not. No, I'm not a mother, but I'm a daughter. I am a sister. I am a friend. I am a lover. How well am I doing that for other people? 2025, I called a lot of people up and apologized for how I treated them when I was younger, how my inner child treated them before, because I want to build relationships with people. I've never felt that way before. I've always been a person who's like, if we're friends, we're friends, but if you fuck with me, we're done. But I have learned that it's okay to do that in certain situations, but not everything is black and white, and some people can deserve more chances than others. And if you're going to be someone who is a lover, I want to say ethereal, or I don't know the word, so forgive me, but almost like embody femininity in all of its positives, like mothering, mother nature, loving, generous, nurturing, comforting. Like, that energy is what I want to provide to others. I want that to be seen in myself, because I do feel those things. Please don't mind the sweat. I'm in a hot car. I'll open the car door up soon because the sun's about to go down. But I do have those feelings in here, but due to a lot of things that have happened in my life, it has shunned me away and made me want to hide those aspects of myself more and more. So I'm tired of doing that. I'm tired of hiding. I'm tired of pretending to be something I'm not, and I'm tired of putting myself down. That's what I'm tired of, because nobody has treated me more like shit than me, myself. No one has fucked me over than me. Nobody has put me in scary, dangerous, shitty situations more than I have. And I'm done. I am so done. I want to encourage my inner child to come out and play and be the little girl I used to be, with the knowledge of the woman I am today. That was kind of, wasn't that kind of, wasn't that like, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, sometimes I surprise myself with the things that I say and the things that I think, but I'll never allow myself to just sit and just talk to a camera, sit and talk to myself, because I'm always on my phone. I'm always listening to something. I'm always distracting myself from being truly within. But since meditating and yoga and really going on walks, not listening to music, not watching video, just enjoying nature and what God and the universe has provided for me and for my family, I feel like I'm a little bit more intelligent, emotionally intelligent. Not like I'm more book smart or anything like that. I feel like I'm more emotionally intelligent and grounded, and I want to continue going that road. So that's where I am with my mental health, how I'm feeling about religion. I don't know how I'm feeling about religion. I've grown up as a Christian. I converted into Mormonism for not the right reasons. I'll just say that. If anyone wants to know about that, let me know. Like, at this point, I'm willing and able to open up and reveal all of my traumas, all of my mistakes, because they don't weigh me down anymore. They don't hold me back anymore. Well, okay. I'm saying they don't because I don't want them to. I'm trying to manifest that, put that in the air. Like, they don't hold me down. They don't weigh me down. But on a more realistic note, half of those reasons I just stated, like, are the reasons why I haven't made videos. When I was going through my lowest, I didn't pick up the camera because I didn't feel like I was worthy. I didn't feel like anyone would care. I was afraid of judgment. But now I'm learning to be in a different space. I'm walking towards the new me, the new woman. I want to be more confident. I want there to be more self-love. I want to be more hopeful, more positive. Not so, I won't say nihilistic, I'll say pessimistic, because I'm not necessarily nihilistic. I have been pessimistic, especially throughout 2025. I've been pessimistic, a little bit, okay, not vengeful. I'll say a little bit hateful, spiteful, angry with a lot of things. And when I do that, instead of lashing out, I kind of put that inward, and that's not good. But yeah, I went on a rant. But in regards to religion, like, I don't know. I really don't know. I say God because that's how I grew up. I grew up that there is a God. But I have questioned that. Who hasn't questioned if there's God, if there's Jesus? Or is it more of a universe thing? Is it more of an omnipresent being, not necessarily Jesus and God and Buddha? Because there's so many different like avenues and ways that people can pray and worship, and it seems to work for everybody. So does that mean there is the one true thing, or nothing's true and everyone's just doing what they think is best? Which I'm leaning towards more of that there's not a specific rigid way to get salvation in your life, that just sitting and being with you can be enough to heal your soul and save you. But I don't know. I want to look more into that. I want to do more research. I want to know more things about life so that I'll be able to more readily answer that question. But I don't know. I'm just not there yet. I say all that to say that I want to show this journey of transformation I want to share that with you guys, with people that care. I mean, if you don't care, that's totally fine. Totally fine. I can accept that, and I can understand someone watching this and being skeptical, especially if you see my channel, from the beginning, because this channel started off as I wanted to give writing advice. And I didn't want to do writing advice because I went through another major depression where I didn't feel like writing. I've just now recently started writing creatively, and I haven't written creatively since 2022 when I was making those videos for that. So that's number one. I haven't written. So I wanted to stop doing that. Then I wanted to do weight loss. And then weight loss is a whole thing because, weight loss isn't as simple as I thought it was going to be, is what I'm trying to say. I thought like I was going to record a couple videos and show my weight going down, like a mini documentary, and I'd be skinny. And that's just not how it goes. I've actually gained weight since making weight loss videos. So that's that. When we get into things like self-love and confidence like that, I want to be able to be confident in my skin. That doesn't necessarily mean that I want to learn to be okay with being unhealthy. I want to be healthy. I want to fuel my body and provide my body with the best that I can, including exercising, including eating healthier as well as less, because even if you eat like 3 pounds of broccoli a day, like you're still eating 3 pounds of broccoli. That might be a little too much. You know what I mean? But it's hard to lose weight when all you can think about is, I can't wait to be this number. I can't wait to be this size. I can't wait to look like this. And then when you look in the mirror and you don't look like that, you feel bad because you've downplayed who you are so much and uplifted this idea of you that you can't sit within yourself and be happy with who you are in the present moment, because you're so busy trying to get to this future that you don't even really know is real, because you don't know when you're gonna die. You could die tomorrow. You could eat a salad that night for dinner and die in your sleep, and you never made it to that person that you want to be, and yet you were sad, depressed, and hateful of who you were then. That's where I'm at, where I want to do both. I want to eat better, move more. If I lose weight, that's great. You probably will lose weight. I'm not saying that just eating more and all that bullshit, like, you won't lose weight. I probably will lose weight. If I keep at it, I'll probably lose a ton of weight. But I don't want that to be the reason. I'm eating healthy because I want to lose weight. I'm moving more because I want to lose weight. I'm going to the gym because I want a fat ass. I'm doing crunches because I want, abs. I'm doing Pilates because I I go to the gym because I like the gym. I'm going on a walk because I want to go on a walk. I'm eating primarily fruits, vegetables, lean meats, all that bullshit because it makes me feel better. It's good. It's cheap. It's cheaper than fast food. It works for my lifestyle. Not just I want to do this so I look like an hourglass, fat ass, big titties, tiny waist, long hair, like all that. Like, no. Because I say that because it hasn't worked for me. If that works for you, more power to you. I'm glad that it works for you, because you'll get to be healthier and happier sooner than I. But that doesn't work for me. Visualizing a moment in time, a situation to motivate me to do what I need to do now doesn't work for me. I need it to be embedded into my life. Because I didn't get fat and visualizing what I'd look like being fat. I got fat because I was just like eating a lot, wasn't thinking about it, living my life the way I chose, the way I wanted to. So I want to change it so that I don't want to buy 2 big family size bags of Doritos and eat them while playing GTA and fall asleep every single day. I want to live a life to where I want to get up in the morning and go on a walk and then come back home and then eat some breakfast, but not like fucking 3 big bowls of cereal. My breakfast is like a yogurt parfait. I don't know. And I want to love reading books, journaling, meditating, things like that. Instead of it feeling like a chore, I want it to be integrated into my lifestyle to where I don't even have to think about it. That's what I want. The only way I feel like I'll get there is if I just do it consistently. And that's pretty much what every fitness guru, every weight loss person says, but I've never thought of it that way. Isn't that crazy? Like, everyone says integrate it to your lifestyle. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. But I never integrated a diet into my lifestyle. It's always been like, eat this amount of calories, or eat this, not that. Do this workout, that workout. And I think that's the Virgo in me, where I want facts, I want results. I don't want maybes. I don't want shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I want certainties. And it's true that if you want a certainty, if you want to wake up and like, I want a fat ass by June, like, certainly going to the gym and doing fucking squats and who God knows what will get you a fat ass. But you might burn yourself out. You might overwork yourself by going to the gym every single day. When you don't integrate that into your lifestyle and you try to integrate your lifestyle into that one practice, it doesn't work. At least it doesn't work for me and people like me. I feel like because I'm someone who is someone that goes with the flow a little bit more than the average Virgo, it doesn't work for me. I'm someone who's like, if I have plans and someone hits me up, I'm like, fuck those other plans. If these plans sound better, I'm going to go. Or, hey, we're going to go out to dinner. I'm like, cool. And then if that bitch says, let's drive to Vegas, I'm like, we're going to Vegas. And even if I had a fucking dinner planned already, even if I had the gym planned already, I don't care. I want to go to Vegas now. Like, I'm someone who's like that. So I need things to integrate into my already natural lifestyle of like coolness, flow, things like that. Things like that I want. Nothing rigid. I've realized that I'm not someone that is, even though I'm a Virgo, I'm not someone that likes things to be rigid. That's why I hated the call center. It was too rigid. They would literally count down your bathroom breaks to the minute, and it's like, I can't control when I need to use the bathroom. Number one, I can't control when I need to use the bathroom. And fucking 2, like, it might not be 10 minutes. We've all been to the bathroom, and maybe it's a little 15, a minute, or 20. And you're gonna dock me because my shit took a little longer? Crazy. There's been times I've almost pissed myself at that call center. That's when I knew I can't do this anymore. Or I'm a grown ass woman, I'm about to piss because man, shut the fuck up. I will never do that ever again. I will never put myself in a situation where I'm like almost forced to embarrass myself to succeed. I've done that so many times before. I'm not doing that again. So that's about it, I think. I just wanted to give an update on what I've been doing and what I will start doing. I'm gonna make videos again. These videos will probably be just like this. Maybe it'll be more vlog style. Maybe if you guys have any questions about me, my life, what I think about certain topics, I'll do it like this. I don't have a schedule. All I can say, at minimum, 1 video a month, because I think no matter what happens in my life, even if it's just a video of me sitting and crying and just nothing else but just like crying, like, I'll be able to do a video like that. There'll probably be vlogs, minimal edits, almost like old school YouTube. I won't claim that that's my style or anything. I won't claim anything, because again, that's another thing. I used to think that when making videos, YouTube videos, things of that nature, a channel had to claim a certain niche. And when I didn't like the niche that I put myself in, I stopped making videos instead of just making fucking videos. And I actually do like making videos. I did, you know. But I thought it had to be about a specific topic, about a specific niche. My channel had to fit in a certain category. And it, in a sense, it does if you're trying to get, you know, seen visibly, if you want to be in the algorithm, if you want to be on the front homepage, if you want to get as many people in a specific niche looking at your videos as possible. If you're trying, well, if you're trying to make it a business, if you're trying to make money, yes, you do. But I realized that I probably do like YouTube, and I probably would like YouTube, maybe even if I had like 1,000 subscribers. But hey, I might like my channel at 500. I'm not really rushing to build a following. I feel like that brings a lot of stress and pressure, and it keeps people from being truly authentic. And that's what I want above all else, is for me to be authentic and to show that, and to show my growth as a woman. And I don't think chasing views and subscribers and ad revenue are areas in which I can truly thrive and progress and transform into the person I want to be. So with that being said, this channel doesn't have a specific niche. This channel doesn't have a specific goal in mind other than just showing my life. Will there be consistency with video uploads? Probably not. But it's not gonna be like how it used to be unless I tell you, because I just feel like that's like a little disrespectful. No hate to anybody who does that, but I feel like in regards to like YouTube and things like that, if you've built an audience and made it so that people care about you and you don't even like say anything, like that's kind of fucked. And I say that as someone who did it, and I say that as someone who didn't even have as many subscribers, but I still think it's kind of fucked. I'm sorry. So yeah, there's no specific niche. There's no specific videos I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do what I want to do because I like making videos. It doesn't have to be about a certain thing. I could literally do what I just did. I felt like I needed to talk. I've been thinking about doing it for a while. So I got in the car, turned on the camera, and I've just been babbling ever since. Yeah, that's what it's going to be like. Consistency in regards to video uploads, it'll probably be like once a month. But if I do 2, if I do 3, if I do once a week, like that's cool too. If I am going to be gone for longer than 2 or 3 months, I'll totally say something. Or if I feel burnt out and I'm like, I'm not going to be making videos for a while, I totally understand that. If you're interested in seeing my videos, you can subscribe. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do so. You can subscribe. You can like the video if you liked it. I think I am done. I think I've said all I needed to say. Let me just kind of sit in this energy of like releasing what's been holding me, like releasing this baggage. And if I think I have anything else to say, I'll say it. Let me just say it. Okay, yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. If you like the video, please like it. That's cool. If you want to subscribe, that's cool too. We'd love to have you here. If you have anything that you want to say, any questions that you want to ask, anything like that, put it in the comments. I had Instagram, but I put it on private. So if I ever decide to make an Instagram a public Instagram, I'll let you know. But as of right now, I don't plan on having any other social medias that are public other than YouTube right now. Yeah, so if you want to want to subscribe. If you want to come back and see us later, you just click the bell on the notifications. That didn't sound right. Click the notification bell so you can know about the video, so it can notify you, right? I feel like there's something that I need to say, but I can't think of it right now. If I think about it, I'll put it in the video, but I just can't think of anything that I need to say right now. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time. Again, if you have any questions for me, any video ideas that you want, please just put them down in the comments. I read every single one, and I feel like the comment section is just going to be a way that we can communicate with each other and build a beautiful community. So whether negative or positive, let me know. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your Sunday.